Okay, you're going to open up 8-page layout, and we're going to work on page 7, and we're going to focus on this text frame here just as an example. So we're looking first at character style. So you will have learned already from the active learning that a style is basically a recording of settings and values for a particular thing. So a character style, if I just take my type tool and I place my cursor in this top heading, you'll see under character formatting, all the things here are values and settings for this particular line of text. These are character settings. So if I was to create a character style, it would record only all of the character formatting up to this point here. So color, tracking, leading, kerning, font size, all of those things. And that will have to be applied to a selection. So as opposed to a paragraph style, which applies to an entire paragraph, a character style only applies to a selection of characters or words. So it's not appropriate for me to create a character style for this heading. That would be a paragraph style. Same for the deck of this document, that would be a paragraph style. Same for the body text. But what about if I wanted specific words to be treated in a specific way? So for example, if I wanted certain words to be bold, underlined, and a particular color, that would be a good candidate for a character style. So let's do that. So with nothing selected, my character styles panel is here. If you don't see it, switch to your advanced workspace. And if you still don't see it or can't find it, you can go to Window, Styles, Character Styles. And make a new style by clicking on the bottom Create New Style box, and it's going to call it Character Style 1. Double click on that to bring up the options here, and we're going to call this Bold Underline Cyan. And now we can change those settings. So I'm going to go to Basic Character Formats. I'm going to choose Arial, Bold, Underline, and for character color, I'm going to choose cyan. And let's make it a tint of cyan, let's say 50%. And then OK. So now we have that style ready for us to start using. So if I take my type tool and I select the word world and click on that, it's going to format that word. If I say take different, click, it's going to format that. Let's do a couple more. Let's say exploration and knowledge. Okay, so that's one way of creating character styles, is by creating a style, formatting, setting the formats, and then applying it to words. Another way is to do it in reverse, is to do your formatting first and then make a style from that. So if I just select the word Durban Botanic Gardens, and if I decided, you know what, I want that word to be highlighted, as if I've taken a marker and highlighted it. So I'm going to go to my character panel, so type character, and I'm going to go to the options, to underline options, and I'm going to put underline on, and I'm going to set the weight up, let's say to 15, and I'm going to change the offset so that that is sitting exactly over the text. I'm going to change the color to yellow with a tint of 60%. Okay, that should work. And then I'm going to change my text color to black. Okay, so if I click away, you can see I now have that nice highlight. So if that's a style I want to create, I'm just going to select any of the characters here, it doesn't matter, and make a new character style. Okay, and then I can click away. I just always get into the habit of doing that so I don't accidentally apply anything to the wrong place. Then I'm going to double click on that character style and I'm going to call it yellow highlight. Okay, so now I can take my type tool and maybe everywhere where I see Durban Botanic Gardens, I'm going to highlight in yellow. So there, Durban Botanic Gardens, yellow highlight. Durban Botanic Gardens, yellow highlight. Okay, and it doesn't seem to have recorded the black text. So let's just have a look at what's happening there. So I'm going to double click on it. The character color, okay, it hasn't recorded it there, it's supposed to be black. Okay, so let's say okay, and so okay, so now what's happening is that, and this is actually something that really irritates me about InDesign, is that it makes decisions for me. So I've decided that I want my character style to turn that text black. InDesign has decided that because this text was made white, it's probably me making a bad decision. Okay, so that really annoys me. So what you have to do is override or redefine the style exactly. So you can see that when I select this text here, it's putting a little plus button there. That little plus button is saying that something is not exactly right. It's not matching exactly the style. So what I want to do is I want to actually apply this style exactly and not let InDesign make some decisions for me. So if I hold down Option on the Mac or Alt on Windows and I click on that style, it now applies it exactly as I want it to. Same here, select and Alt, click. Okay, so that's just a bit of an irritation. It's just always been like that. There must be a good reason for it, but I use InDesign a lot and I find it annoying. But once you've created your styles, the great thing about using styles is that you can change things afterwards. So once you've applied your styles, if you look at this and you decide, you know what, that blue text doesn't look good, I don't like it, so you can go back to that style, double click, and you can go to your character color and I can change that back to paper, and you can see it all changes. I can go back to my yellow highlights and underline options, and maybe I want to make that tint a bit softer, so I'll go to 30% and you can see it updates. Once again, you can see that here, because it's in a different paragraph, it hasn't updated it. So I'm going to take my type tool, select here and reapply that. Okay, so that's how character styles work. Normally you would use character styles in conjunction with paragraph styles, so they're not as commonly used, but this is a typical use for character styles. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you next time.